LeBron James left these 5 lessons for his fans. Many people thought it would never happen, but LeBron James surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the NBA's all-time leading scorer. In his 20th season, the star player for the Los Angeles Lakers broke a record for 39 years by scoring 38,387 points in the league. This made him one of the best players of all time. James reached this point in a game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. He shot 21 feet away in the third quarter to cement his place in NBA history. It was challenging to break Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time scoring record. James had to make a bit of history to get there. He was the first player in NBA history to score at least 40 points against all 30 NBA teams, including the teams he used to play for. It's hard enough to score 40 points in a game, but doing it against every team is a whole different thing. James also made history when he scored 40 points against all 30 NBA teams. He scored 30 points in 100 games with 3 different teams. He used to play for the Miami Heat and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now he plays for the Los Angeles Lakers. This shows that wherever James goes, the team will be a contender right away. Even though he's responsible for scoring, James's production means wins and championships. Some players have won championships with more than one team, but James was the Finals MVP for all 3 teams he led to the top of the NBA. We all know that James won 2 straight Finals MVP awards and championships in South Beach, a historic one in Cleveland, and the most recent one in the NBA bubble during the COVID-19 pandemic. LeBron James is one of the best all-around players in the NBA. In his career, he became the first player to score 30,000 points, give 10,000 assists, and grab 10,000 rebounds. A few players can do this, but it'll be hard to join James's 30K, 10K, 10K club. James is the best player in the world, in every way. Here are 5 lessons fans can learn from LeBron James. Marketability. James was picked first in the draft because he worked hard to make the most of his natural talent. But the point here isn't that he worked hard, but that he made himself look good as a potential player. By going above and beyond what was expected of him in high school and getting praise, James made himself marketable to professional teams looking for young talent. Businesses can learn from James's life before he became a professional that the keys to long-term success are marketability and branding. Adaptability. James's time with his home state's Cleveland Cavaliers may be the most memorable part of his long career, the first and the second time. It's safe to claim that his time with the flashier Miami Heat was just as memorable, but it made him more infamous than famous. Let's look at this more objectively and ignore his critics momentarily. LeBron did leave his teammates, fans, and even his hometown when he moved to South Beach, but he never stopped putting on great games. James won 2 straight championships with the Heat, which shows his flexibility. Tenacity. James didn't pass up any chance to win a title in Florida, so he won 3 titles in a row. Even though he'd done well with the Cavs in the past, James took the chance to move to do even better and get his name out there as a star basketball player. In the same way, businesses and entrepreneurs can learn to take risks and be open to making changes to raise awareness of their brand and become more successful. Loyalty. James's return to the Cleveland team wasn't just a nice thing to do for the people he'd left behind a few years earlier. He went back because he thought it was right. Returning to Cleveland did more than win back the Cavs fans' trust. It also showed how loyal the player and his supporters were to him. Businesses can learn from James's actions that it might be better for their image to ignore the bigger crowds and focus on their earliest adopters and most loyal fans. Consistency. James's most impressive quality might be that he always does well. James has always set a high standard for himself and the other players on the court, starting with his first season with the Cavs and continuing through his time with the Heat. He's never gotten lazy. He kept working hard through it all, as shown by his 3 NBA championships and many individual and first-team honors. So that's all for today's video. If you like this video, click the like and the bell buttons. We'll have another video for you soon. Take care until then.